Today I want to talk about remembering your dreams. This is the first video in the DreamWorks series, and I felt like remembering your dreams was the most important topic to start with. A lot of people have a very hard time remembering their dreams, or they believe that they don't dream. Now, while it may be hard to remember your dreams, everyone dreams. Everyone goes through the same sleep cycle, which lasts about 90 to 120 minutes per person. And each time you go through the sleep cycle, you have one stage of REM sleep. REM sleep is where we dream. So depending on how long you sleep and how long your individual sleep cycle is, you will have around 3 to 7 dreams a night. When you start to work with your dreams and you start trying to remember them, they kind of know you're paying attention. It's like building a relationship with a spirit guide or a deity or a new friend. When you are listening, they will talk to you. So I'm going to go over a few different techniques and methods you can use to help remember your dreams. Number 1, make sure that you're getting enough sleep. When you do dream work, that can often have you waking up in the middle of the night to record a dream, waking up earlier to record your dreams, and if you're not getting enough sleep, that's going to be more difficult for you. Also, if you're not well rested, concentrating on recalling your dreams is going to be more difficult. Also think about what time you're waking up. Like I said, we all have sleep cycles that last between 90 and 120 minutes. You want to wake up during or right after the REM stage of sleep if you're going to remember more of your dream and remember it more accurately. Number 2, you want to try to limit or eliminate the consumption of alcohol or caffeine, or if possible, medications about an hour to 2 hours before you go to bed at night. These substances can disrupt our sleep cycles, which in turn will disrupt our dream cycles and make it more difficult to recall our dreams in the morning. Number 3 is really simple. You need to state your intent, and this is something you'll be familiar with if you've done any kind of spell work. Stating your intent can be as easy as laying down in bed and saying to yourself, I'm going to remember my dreams in the morning. You can write any sort of affirmation that feels comfortable to you, but you want it to be short and sweet and to the point. You can say it out loud, in your head, or you can even write it down. But something that puts your intent out that you want to remember your dreams when you wake up. Number 4, you need to start keeping a dream journal. This is incredibly important when you're working with your dreams later. But I think a lot of people are fuzzy on exactly how to go about keeping a dream journal. I'm not going to talk a lot about that right now because that's going to be the second video, but I will tell you what you need to keep within arm's reach of your bed so that you can easily record your dreams. You need a dream journal. This is a dream journal that I use. I love it. It's beautiful. It has the gold edges, and on the other side it has daydreams. You don't need anything this elaborate. You can use a spiral notebook, a stack of napkins, whatever you have handy and you feel comfortable with to record your dreams. Something else you can use is a digital voice recorder. These are pretty inexpensive and really easy to use. You just hit the button, talk into the top. This is especially helpful when you're waking up in the middle of the night because you're not going to be as fully awake as you are in the morning, and you're not going to want to dig stuff out as much. So this can be really helpful. I would suggest that even if you use a digital voice recorder to physically write down your dreams or type out your dreams later, you always want a backup copy in case something happens. Also, you're going to need pens. Now, I keep 3 to 4 around my dream journal because in my house, pens run away, usually to my little girl's room. So if I have 3 or 4 and one goes away, I can notice it before I have nothing. When you wake up, you're also going to need something to see by. This is a little keychain flashlight. These are great. You can also use book lights, light up pens, or you can just learn to write in the dark. I don't suggest turning on your bedroom light, especially if you have other people who sleep in the room with you, a significant other or children. That can disrupt their sleep and they won't be really happy about that. And I don't suggest candles because when you're half asleep, fire is usually not a great option to play with. Number 5, you can use things like stones and crystals to help you remember your dreams. Now, a lot of stones and crystals have amazing applications in dream work, and I'm going to do an entire video on that. But what you can do to help you remember your dreams is to take a crystal that you're going to use only for dream work. This is an amethyst I have. Some crystals are considered to be better for dream work. The ones that I've worked with a lot are red jasper, milky quartz, and amethyst. And just right now I just grabbed what I had on hand, which is an amethyst. You want to cleanse and charge this, then you can program it. And basically that's holding it in your hand and programming it with your intent to help you remember your dreams. Then you can sleep with this under your pillow or in your pillowcase or just nearby. When you wake up and you're recording your dream, hold it in your receiving hand, whichever that is for you, and it should help you remember your dreams better. Number 6, how you wake up. Some cultures, like the ancient Chinese, believed that when you dream, your soul actually leaves your body and travels to other realms and dimensions. If you're woken up too abruptly, your soul may have a hard time getting back in your body and be trapped. It's problematic in this day and age with alarm clocks that just blast us right out of sleep. If you can not use an alarm clock, you might want to experiment with that. But if you'd like, you can try light alarm clocks, which gradually increase a light until it's very, very bright. It can wake you up very gently and naturally. It's like the sun rising. If you have to use an alarm clock, you want to set it on the beep or buzz setting instead of the radio or CD, because lyrics, melodies, DJs talking, advertisements are all going to disrupt your memories when you're first waking up, when you need to be able to preserve them, and that's going to interfere with your ability to record your dreams. Or you might just want to focus on dream work on days when you don't need to use your alarm clock and work on waking up gradually. Number 7. When you first wake up, stay completely still. The more you move, the more you're going to disrupt and kind of jar yourself out of that state. When you lay completely still, you can then walk through the dream in your mind, sort of reinforcing the details to yourself before you go to record them. You may find that when you roll over to record your dreams, first thing, that the details seem to be leaving your mind as quickly as you're writing them down. By laying completely still and walking through the dream in your head, that will help you make those details more concrete, so when you go to write them down, you already sort of have the line of the storyline of the dream preserved in your mind, at least long enough for you to get it on paper or onto the recorder. Number 8. You can also use visual cues. When you first wake up, you can put a note on your alarm clock, your nightstand, your pillow that says, "What did you dream?" And that can help you remember to not get straight up out of bed, to stop for a second and think about what you're dreaming, so that you can accurately record those details. Number 9. After you've recorded your dream in your journal, don't think that the dream work has stopped. One thing that you can do to really help remember your dreams is to find people you feel comfortable sharing your dreams with. When we share them with others, we can remember things about the dreams that we didn't originally recall when we were dream journaling. That's why it's also handy to keep a notepad or your recorder on you during the day, so that if you are having a conversation, telling your dream to somebody, and you remember something new, you can quickly record it. Also, when you're going about your day, a visual cue can trigger a memory of the dream the night before. If you dreamed about red cars and you're driving down the street and see a red car, that might help you remember part of your dream. Seeing it in its real-world context can help you get a better idea of what that symbol may be trying to communicate to you in your dreams. The last thing I want to say about dreams and dreaming is it is not to get discouraged, because this is not something that's going to happen overnight. It's a learned skill that develops over time, and it's easier for some than it is for others. Certain methods may work for you where others fail miserably. What you might do when you're first starting to try to remember your dreams is write in your dream journal what you're doing to remember your dreams and what seems to be helping you better or worse. That way you can refine your technique and get rid of things that aren't working for you, so that you can keep a better record of what you're dreaming for further dream work. I hope that you use these tips and that they help you to better remember your